Hi, my name is Jimmy Knepp, and I am the Director of Sports and Camp here at the Warminster YMCA. So when I was a kid, I attended the YMCA summer camp at Doylestown for a couple years, and then when I was going into 7th grade, my mom asked me if I wanted to be a CIT, and we went down and we did like a whole tour, and she signed me up to be a CIT for the summer at Doylestown. Then by my 3rd year, I completely fell in love with it, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and that was to be a counselor during the summer. So I sat down with our CIT coordinator at the time. We talked about the future, opportunities for me to be a counselor, what kind of camps I would be interested in doing. And then in the winter, when I was going into 10th grade, I interviewed for to be a counselor. It went really well. I got the job, and I started out that next summer as a part-time. I was only working half days. I was kind of there every couple weeks, whenever they were scheduling me. But I still loved it. Every single winter in high school, I was working youth development under Andrew Yanarella, and that kind of helped me prepare myself for being a counselor during the summer. 2020, when the pandemic hit, I began to lead more of the sports camps under Alex Gatto. We had a small camp. It was a whole new opportunity for me. I was basically in charge of the sports camp all day. And then into the next summer, I got promoted to being a supervisor. Really got a good opportunity to see what I wanted my future to be at the YMCA. And as a supervisor, it kind of made me think that this is like what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. There was this one camper shy little camper. It was his first year at camp. He didn't have any friends. I noticed that I want to say took him under my wing, I introduced him to more of the campers. I was able to kind of break him out of his shell. And he ended up coming back to camp the next 3 or 4 years. I got to see him grow up along with a bunch of other campers. But one year his mom got out of the car and she wanted to talk to me. I didn't know if anything was wrong. She comes up to me and she says, he cannot stop talking about camp at the dinner table. He cannot stop talking about coming back to Mr. Jimmy at camp. He cannot stop talking about how fun Mr. Jimmy is making his summer. And I mean, that just put the biggest smile on my face. And each year, you get all these campers that keep coming back, and you get to see them grow up, and you get to see the smiles you put on their faces, and it is really just amazing. And in the summer of 2024, in the second week of camp, I was asked to come help out at the Warminster camp, which was their first year running since the pandemic. So I came over here. I got to be the site director of Warminster camp. Fell in love with it over here, and then loved it. Loved being at Warminster. Loved what we brought back to Warminster, like that camp environment. And I loved the impact that we made on these families. I'm now running the Ninja Zone. I'm going to be the full-time camp director here now at Warminster, and going from the CIT to the lead sports camp counselor to the supervisor, all this has really shaped me and helped me decide what I want to do, and I am very happy that it brought me to Warminster, and I'm excited to see the takeoff of Ninja Zone. I am excited to see the impact I leave on these families. And yeah, I am just very excited to be a part of this organization.